Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Kenzie if you're new here. Today I'm going to be showing you our living room makeover. You have a sticker on your tail. Today's video we're going to be completely making over our living room. We have tried to tackle this room multiple times. This is not my first living room makeover in this room. We've definitely experimented with lots of different styles over the years, and we've figured out what we like, what we don't like, what's practical for our family. So we have pretty much changed out every single piece of furniture in this space. We also are changing the layout too. So it's gonna look a lot different when we're done with it. I am so excited. This is my absolute favorite that our living room has ever looked by far. I feel like I really dove deep into my style for this one. I feel like after I designed our bedroom, I knew that that is kind of what I wanted for the rest of the house. I have been so happy with that space ever since we finished that makeover. So I wanted to mimic that same style down here in our living room too. I feel like our living room right now is looking a little bit too modern. So I definitely want to go in with some more traditional elements to really balance out the space in here. Today's video is also sponsored by Wild Grain, which is a food delivery service. They deliver all different kinds of grocery items like bread and whatnot. I absolutely love them. They are a subscription service. I love that. I absolutely love trying out different grocery delivery services. Wild Grain I have been specifically impressed with. So that is enough talking. Let's get right into the video. We're gonna change out this rug now, just temporarily. I would actually love your opinion on which you like better in this space. This is a new one from Laloy. It's with Heidi Cavalier. This one is called the Mela Cloud Pile Rug in the color Wheat and Multi. I'm using the 8-6 by 11-6 size in here. This rug is super soft. The Cloud Pile collections from Laloy are definitely my favorite texture or pile that they have ever released. And it's not a looped fabric, it's just a normal medium pile. It is so soft, and probably the sole reason I chose this rug was because it has the cloud pile. I will say we ended up switching this one out after a few days of it being in here because I feel like it pulls a lot more yellow in person. On camera, it's almost giving a pink tone. I don't know. I'm curious to know what you guys are seeing. Although I do love the texture and the beautiful vintage pattern, I just don't know the color of this rug goes well with this space in particular. I don't want to give away too much right now since we're just getting started on this whole makeover, but I will show you a shot of the finished room at the end with both rugs so you guys can help me decide which to keep in this space. Saying goodbye for now to our brown leather couch. Honestly, I love this couch. I really don't have any complaints about it. It's been so nice for our family, very easy to clean, very practical for us. But the picky interior designer side in me has just not been happy with the style that the couch is giving this room. It feels very modern, and I don't know how else to describe this. It sometimes feels too sterile, if you know what I mean. Like, it's clean, but it's also very cold feeling at first, and it's not the comfiest to snuggle up in. It's not giving cozy at all, which we've discovered is very important for our couch potato family. Our Wild Grain box came in. I have been loving this recently. Wild Grain is the first Bake from Frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. So I'm gonna do a quick little grocery haul, show you everything that I got. We have these pre-made croissants, Parmesan herb biscuits. I'm so excited to try these. I heard they're so good. Oh my gosh, giant snickerdoodle cookies. That's fun. And then we have butter. These are chocolate croissants, a bag of rigatoni pasta, and then sourdough bread. I absolutely love sourdough bread. It is a staple in our house. Their sourdough specifically is so good. They use a special slow fermentation process that's a lot easier on your belly. It's richer in nutrients and antioxidants, and it can even help lower your blood sugar spikes. Wild Grain has options to suit everyone's individual needs, plus you can customize your own box with your own favorite products. I love the convenience of this. We always get our box and then put it straight into the freezer, and then whenever we're ready to eat, it only takes 25 minutes from the freezer to the oven for it to be done. If you want to try out Wild Grain, highly recommend. You can also use my special link at wildgrain.com/KenzieMac, or just use the code KenzieMac at checkout to save you $30 off of your first box, plus you get free croissants for life. And the croissants are bomb. The The new couch we're adding into this space was gifted from the brand that used to be called Havenly Cloud, but they actually just sent me an email saying that they rebranded and their new name is called Sofatica. This is a modular cloud sofa and it's in the color beige, but this couch is cool. First of all, it arrived in like 3 days, which was crazy to me. Each piece was packaged in its own separate box, and you do have to put it together when it arrives, and at first it was definitely a little difficult to figure out exactly how the pieces went, but we watched a video tutorial on how to set it up and that helped us a lot. You put the frame part together by first lining up the brackets where the stickers are, and it's just as simple as pushing it through. Once the frame is built, you can put the cover on. I recommend starting from the back part of the couch and then working your way down, making sure each fabric side matches up with the right side of the frame. Honestly, getting this couch all together was a tedious process, but what I love about it is that these covers are machine washable, so that is a must for us, especially if we're going to be making the switch over to a upholstered couch. It also has a pet-friendly design that's supposed to be scratch and pill resistant, and honestly, I think that is what sold me. We've had this couch for a few weeks now, and the fabric has held up pretty good. No pilling at all yet. Sometimes I find a few fabric snags here and there from my cats, but other than that, so far so good. The color isn't too light either. It's a very middle beige, which I love, and it's perfect for my aesthetic, but also more practical for our family than having a bright white sofa. The couch is down-filled though, which means it's really fluffy and cozy, but it also means that it has feathers, which for me is almost a deal breaker. You guys, I'm just a down alternative girly, okay? It just really irks me when I am sitting on the couch and I get a small little poke in the from a tiny little feather. It's also annoying when I have to pick up all the extra floaters off the couch or the floor. Definitely not my favorite, not ideal, but that is just me being picky and being a drama queen. Some people definitely prefer the comfort that down gives, but some people like me rather let the goose live. Oh my god, that was so stupid. But anyways, other than that, we love the couch. We're also replacing our boucle swivel chairs with these dark brown velvet swivel chairs. These are from Target. I got them on sale, but even not on sale, they're still a pretty good price. I would say you get what you pay for quality-wise, but honestly, I love my Target quality stuff, man. It's affordable and it's fine. These chairs are stunning in my opinion. I love the curved architecture of the arms, and the dark brown fabric is just beautiful. These are gonna act as our main point of contrast in this room, but because they're still a neutral shade, they're gonna bounce off the rest of the neutral furniture super well. Now it's time for this star of the space, saying goodbye to this modern dark fluted sideboard. This is a beautiful piece, but I've definitely learned over time that I prefer lighter colored wood furniture rather than the dark stained wood. I have been waiting so long to share this with you guys. The whole process of receiving this sideboard was a whole fiasco. Oh my gosh, it took us months for us to actually get one. We ordered a more affordable option from the brand City Furniture, and after waiting about 6 weeks for it to be delivered, they finally called us saying it got lost in the mail and it's actually not going to be delivered. So I was definitely bummed. I had to start from square one again and find a new sideboard, but I was not taking the chance again to order from City Furniture. So I ordered this one from the Artisans brand, also known as the Lily's Living brand. You can find it on Wayfair, Amazon. This one actually got here in a week, so we were very grateful for that. This is honestly the most I've ever spent on one piece of furniture. It was an investment piece, but also a timeless one that I know I'm gonna be using forever. The reclaimed wood gives this room so much character with the aged rustic feel. We tried putting this console in different areas and tried different layouts for this room, but we ultimately decided to put it where the old couch was, under this gallery wall. I'm adding pops of color using a variety of greenery and flowers. This also makes the space feel more alive and grounded by bringing the natural elements of the outside world in. Because spring is just around the corner, we're going to add in light and brighter colored florals all around this room, and we're going to make an arrangement to go in the middle of our new sideboard, and I'm just going to be using stems I already had around the house. I'm putting them in this antique gray vase that I have one by one. I'm using some white queens and lace, some green snowball flowers, some of these neutral seed looking guys, and for a subtle pop of pink, I'm adding in these mini baby pink peonies. Whenever I make arrangements that are only going to be seen on one side, like this one is up against the wall so you really can't see the back of it at all, I don't even bother to put stems on that side because honestly, what is the point when you can't see it anyways? I like to utilize all of my stems and have them all facing the front and the side so I can get the most use out of the ones I already have. I'm styling it using decor that's lower in height so you can still see the pictures behind it. And because there's so much little detail on this wall, I just didn't want too much going on here on the top of the sideboard and just have it look too busy. I'm stacking 3 sets of books spread all along the surface and putting an arrangement in the middle, a bowl on one side and a picture frame on the other. Then I'm adding this gold magnifying glass I got from a store called Hive in Palm Beach. This is a beautiful decor piece. These pillow covers are also from the new Heidi and Leloy collection, a super pretty vintage pattern that's neutral. I really love this one. And this long lumbar pillow has a patchwork pattern with different prints all throughout it. I tried styling this one on the little bench in our reading nook corner, but I was feeling just a little too busy, so I kept it simple with 2 neutral pillows. And I added in a darker brown one to match the other darker brown accents we have going on throughout the room. Other pillow from Leloy I'm gonna style on my couch along with other beige, cream, or brown neutral colored pillows. This coffee table is a newer purchase as well, although I know I've already shared this one with you guys. This piece also makes the whole room, in my opinion. I love the thick elm wood and how distressed it feels. This is the bleach version from Olive Atelier, and it is the most affordable one I've found for a vintage, reclaimed wood coffee table like this one. I'm styling it with multiple different neutral colored coffee table books, so the books don't take away or contrast with the beautiful tabletop. I like to have my coffee table decor shorter in profile too, so it doesn't block our view of the TV or whoever's sitting in the accent chairs. I'm placing this comfy pot in the middle and then placing 5 green dried hydrangea stems from A Floral inside. The purple and green tones of these stems are just so great for spring. I love, love, love these. I'm gonna spread these stems out instead of up so it's more wider instead of taller, so we can keep our arrangement short but still have it look significant using these bigger bloomed flowers. Time to decorate the floating shelves now. Let's start with the bottom section. I'm adding in this artisan vase. I put in 2 different kinds of florals in here, and I apologize for not arranging this on camera and showing exactly how I did it. When I was playing around with what to do with this vase, I made this super pretty wispy arrangement that was just perfectly placed, and I really didn't want to risk taking it apart and doing it again because whenever I do that when I'm filming, it never turns out the same, you guys. It's never as good as the time before. I'm using these dill stems from A Floral. These are my new favorite, but they can feel a little sparse, so I'm adding in these wispy eucalyptus stems with it, and it was the perfect touch. Next, I'm adding this picture of a swan. This in the dark wood frame it's in are from Decenio. Then I'm going to layer in this woven frame with a lake meadow landscape picture I made inside on this picture easel right next to it. And then in front of that, I'm just gonna add these scalloped bells from Magnolia. For the next shelf up, I'm going to add in this famous painting by Frederick Child that I also got from Desenio, and I'm going to layer this gold frame with a picture of a pond inside. This is another print that I made for the spring. These are available on my Etsy shop if you want to print them out yourselves. I'll have all of the prints that I'm using today linked down below in the description box. Then I'm going to add a book and put this vintage vase on top of that. This comes with a top, so I put the lid right next to the vase on top of the book too. I put some white tulips inside and I pointed them so you could see the middle or the yellow part of the flower. And then right next to it, I just rested some more coffee table books and propped them up with this antique wooden candle holder. For the top shelf, I'm gonna leave it more simple since the bottom two shelves have a lot going on. So I'm just gonna stack two different piles of coffee table books, and then I'm gonna place this small wooden bowl on one stack of the books just to finish it off, and also so it doesn't feel too symmetrical with the other stack of books. Adding in some lighter brown textured lumbar pillows to bring the beige tones over to this side of the room. I want to give some visual interest behind the couch so you're not looking directly at the back of the couch when you're in the kitchen or the dining room. So I'm adding this skinny elmwood bench to bridge this little gap in between the table and the couch, and then I'm just going to add this vintage dark brown plaid blanket to the back of the couch to add our contrasting darker brown color once again over here to this side of the room to really balance out the contrasting colors of the space. Next to the bench, I'm going to place this artisan vase I got at TJ Maxx, and I'm going to put these springy, sticky half bloom stems inside. I also recently got this new vintage lamp. This is so pretty, and it's definitely on the pricier side, but it's not as pricey as other vintage lamps I've seen. It is huge, so beautiful with that distressed feel of the base, and then the shade is very big and tapered, and it just makes such a big statement. I love this lamp, and I just put this on our scallop side table right next to the couch. Some of these shots have this framed picture on the wall, but we actually just recently got in this new large tapestry from Magnolia. So we put it up to make a big statement on this wall. This is huge, and the colors in this tapestry are so beautiful. It's muted, it feels light and airy, but it still has the darker brown contrast to it. This print was only around $150, so very affordable, and it's huge too. It's over 70 inches long, so it's definitely a very significant size for a pretty affordable price. I love the color and the life that it brings to this room. I also love how lightweight this is. We were able to just use 2 nails to hang it, and it was very easy. This new tapestry really made the biggest impact in our space, especially compared to the smaller print in my opinion, but I'm curious to know which piece of art you like best in this space. Have a frame TV, but I always like to pretend that we do. So to display this, I just downloaded different spring themed prints and displayed them through my photo app on our smart TV. You could also AirPlay the print from your phone to the TV, or even look up vintage TV art on YouTube and just play that for a nice display. I truly just think displaying different art really makes the whole room and changes the ambiance tremendously. You can just see here the difference it makes in the room as a whole when we have this bright colored spring picture displayed versus this more moody one. Totally changes up the mood of the space, and I love how you can change these out from season to season too. These are actually all prints that I made myself, and I do have them available on my Etsy shop. Here's another helpful tip. If you have a print that you already have and you want to turn it into TV art, you can just resize the print in Canva to fit your correct TV size. Some TVs are a little bit different in size, but this size is what the standard is and what works for most TVs. What did you think? I love this space. Figuring out where we wanted to place our furniture in this room has always been a challenge for us, but I think I figured out something that really helps divide the space up between the living room and the dining room kitchen area, which is exactly what we needed. I think that's exactly what we were missing. So I think just having the couch be in the middle and kind of be a separate barrier in between the two rooms, it really did make the biggest difference. And I also am so happy with the color of the couch and just the whole switch out of all of our furniture pieces. It feels good to finally sit in this room and to be 100% fully satisfied, and to know that after many trials and errors, many makeovers, we have finally figured out what works for us. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. Let me know your favorite part of today's video. If you are new, I would love for you to consider subscribing too. I post all kinds of home makeover videos like this, shopping videos, decorating videos, you name it. If you got any inspiration from this video whatsoever, please give this video a thumbs up and or leave a comment down below. It is one of the best ways to support my channel, and it truly just means so much to me when you guys engage with my content. I love hearing from you, and I love having conversations with you and hearing your opinions and getting all of your advice. It feels like you guys are a little family, and I am so grateful for you. So thank you so much for being here. We will see you in a few days in a new video. Bye.